let's talk 12 Strong. Again, it's in theaters near you. It opened up on Friday. For those who may not know, what is your history with the armed forces?
Well, I'm 23 years in the Marines, retired in 2013, served in Liberia, Kosovo, and Afghanistan, worked down at Ground Zero in New York on the rebel piles in the bucket brigades, moving rebel by hand. But the 12 Strong story is a great story. It's a true story based on the Army Special Forces guys that went in right after 9/11. So the story takes place in October of 2001. These are the first guys, boots on the ground. They teamed up with the Northern Alliance, 12 of them, and the Northern Alliance only had a couple hundred, and they took on close to 50,000 Taliban and Al-Qaeda fighters and beat them, drove them all the way back through and out of Mazar-e-Sharif, and allowed us to get a foothold in northern Afghanistan and really prosecute the war from there and eventually drive them out. Amazing story. Now, after I was at Ground Zero, I volunteered to go back on active duty. I was a captain at the time, had a pretty high security clearance for my job, so I knew they would be looking for folks like me. So I volunteered. Sure enough, Central Command picked me up on November 10th, which is the Marine Corps birthday. November 17th, I reported to Central Command. November 30th, I was in Afghanistan. And when I got there, I reported to Lieutenant Colonel Max Bowers, who was the commanding officer of 3rd Battalion, 5th Special Forces Group, and I just worked on his command element, his staff. I briefed him every morning, briefed him every evening, did civil affairs and public affairs work for him. And now I'm playing him in the movie.
Wow.
So it's very small, it's a very small world and a very surreal thing because I do have a connection. I knew these guys. I lived in Mazar-e-Sharif with them and got to know some of the guys on the different teams. And so I felt a direct connection to these guys.
So do you believe you have some of the mannerisms of Max Bowers?
Yeah, I think
did you nail it?
I think I did all right. I think I was very true to the man.
Right.
Now I hadn't talked to Colonel Bowers since Afghanistan. I didn't talk to him before the movie. I didn't talk to him during production. At all. So
was he aware that you were playing him?
I don't know. But the premiere just happened.
Yes.
The movie just came out this past weekend. And through channels, I got his email. So just yesterday, I wrote him an email and said, "Hey, sir."
Sir.
Yeah, well, even though I retired a lieutenant colonel, and he did too. So we're both lieutenant colonels.
Okay.
To me, he's still sir because, I don't know, it's just in my...
Sure.
So anyway, I said, "Hey, sir, I hope you saw the movie. I hope we did your story justice, you and your men, because what you did will go down in military history as one of the greatest feats, blah, 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 blah." And I just, a little personal note back and forth. And then he wrote me back. So just last night I got an email from him, and it was a very nice email.
Oh, good.
And he was happy and pleased, and he remembered some things because, again, personal notes. But it was great. It was neat. So I finally just last night connected with him.
2 enthusiastic thumbs up.
Yes.
From the man that you were playing.
Exactly. He thought we did an excellent job.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.